Does your child know anything about motors?
Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. You may say that I don't know anything about motors. How can I teach my child anything about motors? I'm sitting here on my tractor, and quite often some things happen, whether it's any kind of the equipment that we have, something will go wrong. And it's just helpful to know a few things to be able to assess what might be the problem. You may say, well, I don't live on a farm. I don't have a tractor. And so how am I going to teach my child these things? You may have a small engines like a lawnmower or an automobile, but maybe you live in the city and someone else does all the lawn care and all the stuff around your property or where you live, and that's still not an excuse. There are ways to teach them to make some decisions about equipment and motors and different things. And it's a great organization that helped me teach myself was 4-H. Your ag center somewhere in your city, your town has a agriculture support. Maybe they're focused on gardening if you're in an urban area, but they have these program booklets where you're kind of self-taught. That's where I began to learn about small engines. So if you contact your 4-H office, you can acquire these books, go through them with your kids. You learn right along with them. But it's helpful for them to know a few things about things that may not be in their normal world, okay, or they don't deal with all the time. But just understanding what the oil does and the fuel and air and how they work and the sounds they make and different things. So there are lots of things that you can teach your child and learn right along with them. And organizations have created tools and resources that, in the case of 4-H, is free. It's government subsidized. So their resources are free. And you can learn about those things. Of course, you can also watch YouTube and you can watch, all kinds of other things. But I know this, working through some type of material to understand the basic functions of an engine and not just how to turn it on, but the basic functions really will help your child go along in life. Because at some point in time, they will be stranded. Now, what I've been referring to here has been gasoline or diesel, petroleum-based fuels, but also the same thing applies if you're dealing with electric motors. So there are resources to learn, and you just have to go, hey, let's learn about this. Let's get something and take it apart. So you say, I don't have a lawnmower, but I can tell you what, I can tell you where you can get one for free. Go to a small engine repair shop. They will have 100 of them lying around that they have been robbing parts from. And they may, if you tell them your child is trying to learn about small engines and how they work, do you have one that you're ready to throw away that we can take apart and look at all the insides? And I can almost guarantee you they will have something that you can take home and find some tools and let your child take it apart. See what it looks like on the inside. See the actual parts. Handle them. There's no risk. There's nothing that they're going to hurt because it's already broken. So let your child explore and take things apart and try to understand the basics of how things work. And because they will likely have a car one day, because they will likely be using hairdryers and mixers and all kinds of things that have electric motors in them, it's helpful to have some basic understanding of how they work, because at some point, something they have will have a problem, and they will determine, is this something I can repair? Is this something worth repairing? Or do I just throw it out and get another one? These are things that you can help your child learn and just learn right along with them. It's Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now.
Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.